All right. Hi, my name is Dennis, and I'm about to roll up on the second day of the Ocean Conference here at Crossroads. And I feel like God gave me some stuff this morning that might be worth sharing, so I'm going to do that here. In 2014, on May 19th, at 26 years old, 2 months before my first child was born, I had a stroke. My wife and I were actually on Baby Moon in California, and I started dropping things. I was in the parking lot and I dropped my keys. I reached down to pick those up, and then I dropped my water bottle, and I didn't think anything of it at the time except I was being klutzy, and I made some kind of joke to my wife about that when I got back into the lobby, like, oh, I'm dropping everything today. And she looked back at me with an expression of horror. And it's because the entire left side of my face just wasn't working. It was hanging limp. And I thought this morning about what Scott had said. If you're so able, find yourself a spouse that can see the obvious problems that you can't and can help you through them. So Jen called an ambulance right away, and we were whisked away to the hospital. And if you've ever wondered what having a stroke feels like, if you've ever had a word at the tip of your tongue and you know the word, and you just can't get it. So you're like, it's the road, and it's just not there. For me, having a stroke was like that for literally everything. The technician in the ambulance asked, who's the president? And I knew I should know and I didn't. And what state are you in? I knew I should know and I didn't. They asked, what's your favorite color? I answered green to that one, and realized that I had no idea if that was actually true. But they couldn't call me on it, so it was good enough. We got to the hospital, and they said, okay, you've had a stroke. They did some tests. There's been some brain damage. This is something you're really going to have to recover from. And I'm talking to the doctor the next day about it. He's got the scan, and he's looking at me kind of funny, and I'm kind of asking, like, what's the matter? What's going on? And he says, you shouldn't be able to talk to me like this right now. We talked about that, and basically I should have been relearning how to swallow at that point. I should have been completely incapacitated from a physical standpoint, from speech, motor skills, all of that stuff. And instead, over the course of that second day, literally everything came back to me. Being able to walk, to run. I mean, I felt like I'd been hit by a truck, but I otherwise seemed to be completely fine. I was as miraculous a healing as I've ever experienced. And that was amazing, but because of that, because I was miraculously healed and physically so quickly, I think I allowed a lot of emotional stuff to not get dealt with around having a stroke. And I connected that this morning to the experience of some of the entrepreneurs here, or my own business journey. Like, how many people have gone through traumatic, emotional things in service of their business or their idea or their creation, and have had some kind of miraculous success that is a very good thing, but maybe has not allowed you or forced you to deal with some of the emotional consequences that you deserve to deal with. For me, while everything was great physically, I spiraled, and anytime I stuttered, anytime I felt foggy, I would be worried I was having another stroke, and I would run to the mirror and I'd smile into the mirror, say, please God, both sides go up. And it wrecked me. And it took me to a place where Crossroads had the Brave Journey. They had a prayer experience. It was in a chapel. And I was like, what is one honest prayer that you would have to God? And I came to the point of saying to God, I don't want to do this. If you're going to kill me, just kill me. Like, I don't want to bounce back and forth like this constantly, where just kill me. And I heard back from God, not an audible voice, but as clear and external as if it was the clearest I've ever heard. I heard God say to me, I don't want to kill you. I want you to die every day. And I didn't know it at the time. It wasn't in the exact words, but that's scriptural. There's the concept of, take up your cross and follow me, which is, have the means of your execution ready to go at any time. And it's literally in 2 Corinthians, they would literally die every day. And it was actually stamped on the dog tags from the I'm In journey, which, that turned me into a puddle as well when I saw that. But hearing that from God completely changed the way that I've tried to live. And it's given me a sense of peace, and it's caused me to live in such a way that if I stroke out overnight and I'm dead in the morning, the next words I'm going to hear are "a race well run." And so I just made the connection this morning to, if you're on your entrepreneurial journey, trying to figure out what to do with your business or where you're at, these are words for myself as well, die every day, run after it, hit the nail on the head in such a way that if it's all gone tomorrow, you can feel like your race was well run, whatever stage your idea or business got to. Yeah. It's very cathartic to share. I had a rainstorm and a sunrise. The sun come out from behind the clouds during it. So some very dramatic stuff going on. It's hopefully it was useful for whoever watches this as well.